There's one Greek word that, if you understood it, would end every guilt-driven prayer you've ever prayed. The devil has spent 2,000 years keeping you from knowing what it means, and Jesus shouted it from the cross. In the 1960s, archaeologists near Pompeii uncovered ancient Roman receipts, tax payments, debt certificates, prison releases. And stamped across every single one was the same word, Tetelestai, the exact word Jesus shouted in on the cross. Your Bible translates it, "It is finished." But that's not what first century people heard. They heard, paid in full. Tetelestai wasn't religious language, it was financial language. When a merchant received full payment, Tetelestai. When a prisoner's sentence was complete, Tetelestai, debt to society paid. When a slave's ransom was paid, Tetelestai, freedom purchased. This wasn't poetry, it was a legal stamp. And when Jesus shouted it, he was stamping your certificate, paid in full. Colossians 2:14, he cancelled the charge of our legal indebtedness, nailing it to the cross. Cancelled in Greek is exaleipho, to obliterate so no trace remains. In ancient Rome, paid debts weren't filed, they were destroyed. Jesus didn't create a payment plan, he obliterated the record, then shouted, Tetelestai. Here's what the enemy hides. The account is closed. You don't owe God good behaviour. You don't owe him religious performance. You don't owe him penance. The debt was paid 2,000 years ago. But most Christians live like debtors, confessing as if making payments, serving as if working off a balance, living like the receipt says pending instead of paid. And Satan loves that, because debtors beg, co-heirs command. Romans 8:33. Who will bring any charge against those whom God has chosen? It is God who justifies. If Satan accuses you, the case is dismissed. Why? The judge declared you justified. The certificate was destroyed. The receipt says Tetelestai. No case, no balance, no debt. When the enemy says, you owe God for what you did, say, Tetelestai, paid in full. When shame says, you need to make up for your past, say, Tetelestai, account closed. When guilt says, you're still paying for that sin, say, Tetelestai, debt obliterated 2,000 years ago. Say it out loud, not in your head. Out loud. That's not arrogance, that's the gospel. And once you understand it, the enemy's voice loses all authority. If this hit your spirit, type Tetelestai, paid in full, in the comments right now. Not for the algorithm, for your freedom. You are not in debt. The receipt was stamped at Calvary, and it will never change. Subscribe and join us. This is the King's Ministries, and we are taking back ground.